I ever write anything happy. Sometimes I flip pages until I find some random blurb about squirrels or the changing seasons. They don't know I'm writing about how depression isn't here to stay, and how nice to know that leaves fall and weeds can grow in the hardest of places. No, I think I don't really write happy poetry, but I make the weeds look damn beautiful. These are weeds being torn from my flesh as I tell them you were always beautiful. You were only labeled by language that couldn't capture your ability to break pavement. It's funny, isn't it? This ability to crush the walls they work so hard to build, and why, they wonder. Do I not write anything happy? Because in the moment that I feel happiness, I bury my nails into its back before it runs to find another lover. Happiness is fleeting, we say, and I don't want you like losing it to pen and paper or to the tapping of computer keys. Why do I only write sad poetry? They tell me I shifted the mood in the room, it got a little darker. Why do I only write dark poetry? Because I drown depression with the sound of tapping keys. They don't see the light though, as if this is something that I owe them. I invite men I date to open mics and slam nights. I've joked about how this is the test to see if they can handle all of me. Every one of those relationships has failed, and I was only joking. I didn't invite them to bear witness to my darkness. I invited them because here is where I feel the most beautiful. When I have illustrated the ugliest parts of me and the rhythm of galloping horses. When I have revealed a broken family and the tears of a hurting child. I have cried at the mic and felt no shame for having grown my ability to shed tears despite being raised to hide all of my sadness. Do I write happy poetry? This is happy poetry. This is darkness made bright. This is heavy becoming light. This is anxiety that got trapped in a glowing screen before I could get trapped by my anxiety. They don't seem to know the happiness one can find when the sound of tapping keys outruns a running mind. I didn't write about the sunset that day because I was busy watching the sky change. I didn't write about how happy I felt to lay in his arms because I was busy being warmed by the touch of his body. I wrote about missing his breath on my neck when I would no longer feel his breath on my neck because that's when I could remember it in the greatest of detail. I needed words then so they could hold me when I knew he wouldn't hold me again. This was me creating happiness in the loneliest of places. I am not indulging in the pain of being human. I am painting pain in poetry, and it's written for me.